What's up, guys? I'm Maddie, and this is your midweek recap. But this week at midweek, we kicked off Christmas and we watched a really funny Darth Vader Christmas video, and we'll link it in the description of the YouTube video. So if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, go to our YouTube channel and you can see the link in the description of that video for the funny Darth Vader Christmas video. It was awesome. We also played a Christmas themed game. We had our leaders come up on stage, and I think it was kind of like charades. I think that's what it was. But they had like a word come up on the screen behind them and they couldn't see it, and then you guys acted it out for them, and it was hilarious. So good job with that. That was a really fun game. We also had worship, and Uncle Seth came and led us in worship this week, which was super fun. It was awesome to get to worship with all of you guys. And this week we kicked off our Christmas series, which is a very 80s Christmas, where we take a song from the 80s and throw it into Christmas. And this week's song was Living on a Prayer. What we did was we looked at Mary and her journey before giving birth to Jesus, what all was going on with her. She was 12 years old, she was dirt poor, and so was Joseph, the guy she was going to be married to. But the crazy part about all of this is that because she was pregnant without being married to Joseph, she had a couple options. Option number one was her community was going to kick her out of town into the woods, and she would have to give birth to her baby out in the wilderness, or they were just going to drag her to the center of town and like murder her, which is bad. And then like she could choose to see her circumstances through heaven's eyes, which was God's promise that he was for her in the circumstances. He never promised things would be easy or that she would safe, but she had his favor in this circumstance. And that kind of drove her, and she prayed a really important prayer that we find in the book of Luke. I'll link that in the description as well. And it was an awesome series about Mary, and we kind of learned that she chose to see the world through heaven's eyes instead of her earthly eyes, and chose to trust God and have faith over everything. And she was literally living on a prayer, that same prayer that she prayed in the book of Luke, which, like I said, I'll link that in the description of this video as well. So this week we want you to focus on prayer. There's a lot of spiritual disciplines out there, but this week we specifically want you to focus on prayer and to live on a prayer, just like the song says. Just that part of the song though. But we want you to pray for our community, pray for yourself, pray for us as a youth group, this family you have, the church family, and then your just normal family, and then pray for your faith as well. Where are you at with Jesus? Maybe that's something you need to pray about. It should be something you're always praying about, but maybe specifically you don't know where you're at and you just need to pray about that as well. So we hope to see you guys next week. We're excited. Have a great week.